Hello, Vivatech. Thank you for joining the Orange live session. Today, we are pleased to introduce the best of our startup in the inclusion domain. My name is Stéphanie Lazaro, and I'm here with Marie-Claire Toiret. We both work at Orange Innovation in the social engagement and accessibility team. Welcome to Anthony, Philippe, and Jean-Marc, but let's not wait any longer to discover the solutions. And let's start with Anthony for my digital building. Anthony, the floor is yours. You have 2 minutes to pitch.
My name is Anthony Martin Smith, and I'm visually impaired since my 7 years old. And we created View, a mobile application to localize and orientate, describe the environment and guide visually impaired and blindness in the buildings. Our solutions is based on digital twin. We take first some pictures and 3D geometric data in the buildings. And in the user side, we take some pictures with the mobile, with the camera of the mobile, and we send the images directly on our servers, and we compare the pictures with the digital twin of buildings. Our application has 3 main features. The first one is preview, to prepare your visit directly from your home. Discovery, to localize yourself and explore your environment in the buildings with your camera. And Jarvis, a human assistant that you can join directly by video conference, or like a concierge, and who can assist you in the buildings with your camera to localize yourself, orientate, and guide you in the buildings.
Okay, thank you, Anthony. So let's jump directly onto the next solution provided by Ellcie Healthy. Philippe, can you tell us also in 2 minutes what is it all about?
Yes, at Ellcie Healthy, we focus on frail people and senior people because they get more and more in trouble, and especially fall. And we imagine a product that was something natural to wear, and what else but frame that can be used, because 75% of adults do wear frames with prescription lenses, and more than 90% of senior do wear prescription lenses. So it was obvious for us to integrate some digital inside the frames. That's what we done. We embedded 15 sensors in what we call glass. That means glass as a service. It's an open sensing eyewear in which we can capture data, physical, physiological, and environmental data in order to prevent the wearer of some risk that may occur. We've got 3 different verticals today. One about drowsiness at the wheel. The second one is about falling, detection of fall and prevention of fall. And the third one is about eye gaze, because in fact, your sight is not only the mirror of your soul, but it's a mirror of your health. And with the eye gaze, we can, of course, point out a lot of disease, either neurodegenerative disease or psychiatric disease, or everything about stress and so on. So we offer this device to all frail people.
The promise carried out with your glasses is double and very strong, Philippe. You talked about fall detection and drowsiness detection. It is a universal solution so far, But when we met, I was obviously interested by the fact that it is a very interesting solution for elderly and disabled people. So now, can you tell us about your social engagement?
Well, in fact, when you launch a startup, of course, you want to change the world and help everyone. And so all the technological bricks we built allowed us to go to tiny paths. And of course, for example, we developed a frame specialized to help blind people. We use time-of-flight sensors, a kind of LiDAR that can help to know what is going on around the people wearing our glass, and then we transmit the information by sensory suppliance with a bracelet on the wrist. We also use our technology to help tetraplegic people. There are only a few, and of course there are not a lot of money invest for them, and so we can help them to launch an alert just by moving their eyes.
Okay, excellent. Thank you.
So thank you, Philippe. So let's finally listen to Jean-Marc from WeWalk. Jean-Marc, the floor is yours, and you have also 2 minutes to present your solution.
Thank you very much for having me, and it's great to be surrounded by so many incredible companies. So I'm Jean-Marc from WeWalk, and I'd like to give you a small thought experiment to start us off. I'd like you to imagine that you're walking through a busy street, you're trying to get to your job, to get to meet friends and family, but now imagine that it's a little bit more challenging because you've got your eyes closed. You simply cannot see. Now imagine you've got to cross a street, and what if I told you the only tool you had to rely on was the standard white cane? Here's one right here, which doesn't tell you anything more but what's on the ground in front of you. It's an amazing tool, but it just doesn't cut it anymore in today's 24th century world. And this is a problem which affects myself, I'm visually impaired, our visually impaired team members, and over 253 million visually impaired people worldwide. So our invention is WeWalk. We've taken the standard white cane and we've replaced the upper handle of the cane with the WeWalk handle. So we're maintaining the exact same cane usage, but now users can get upper body obstacle detection with the ultrasonic sensor we have built in. They can even hands-free access their phone through our WeWalk app using WeWalk's built-in touchpad, as well as a speaker and microphone built into it. So users can navigate the world around them without having to take out their smartphone. But what's really incredible and why we're so excited to be part of Vivatech and Orange is because our WeWalk application can be used standalone. It is the most comprehensive navigation and exploration experience for visually impaired people to date. It's got low vision mapping, it's got multimodal public transport, so WeWalk will give you walking directions, it'll take you to the bus stop or the train stop, it'll tell you what bus or train is approaching, it'll even tell you when to get off the bus or the train. And the application keeps getting better and better. We keep adding new features to it. And we aim to make it a personal hub for visually impaired people. So a single mobility platform where a visually impaired person can access all their mobility needs and, well, in the end, have better and equal participation in society.
So one or two questions. The walking stick is one thing, but what about the ecosystem and the associated service with the stick?
Of course. So we didn't just build WeWalk for our visually impaired community today. We built it for the visually impaired community in 2 years' time, in 3 years' time, the visually impaired community for the future as well. So our app is built to integrate with worldwide APIs. You know, we are all about doing R&D projects. And an example of this is working with Microsoft, for instance. We've been working with them since February of 2019, and in June of 2020, we were funded through their AI for Accessibility program to use WeWalk's built-in sensors to find out how visually impaired people are moving, thus helping mobility trainers understand the needs of their visually impaired trainee. We're even working with Imperial College London and the RNIB in the UK to enhance our navigation system. And we're looking to make partnerships with organizations like Orange, for instance, and Vivatech, so that we can get more devices into more people's hands. Because of course, our device is a connected device. It needs a fast mobile connection for good positioning and good data localization. So we're totally ready to go into different countries. We're actually supported in French, which is really fantastic, and 12 other languages. So we're all about working with our partners to create this mobility ecosystem.
Okay, great. And one additional question: what What is your business model?
Of course.
Employee? Okay.
So at WeWalk, we're very proud to say that we have a hybrid business model. So if we have a cane, and this is a hardware-based model and a software-based model. So if you're a user that wants to purchase the WeWalk hardware, of course, we work through B2Bs, B2Cs. We even work with local governments to provide people with WeWalks, to provide schools with WeWalk, to help individuals purchase a WeWalk. But our second and equally important arm is through our software. Because our mobile app is so comprehensive and because it can be used alone, we are launching a subscription model through our mobile app. So users can, on a monthly basis, pay to access our navigation and that exploration experiences. And it really is quite incredible. Our app tells you as you're walking down the street what cafe and restaurant is around you. It tells you about your local transport and bus stops. And so we hope by using the app, we can cater to a wider visually impaired community, because not everyone needs to use a cane. I sometimes use a symbol cane in daytime because my sight is good enough. And so with the app, we hope to cater to this huge market.
Thank you, Jean-Marc. And thank you all for joining us today. We've been very impressed by all your solutions, which will help create a more inclusive society. And we strongly believe that we all have a role to play in this. Dear viewer, if you feel the same way as we do, please join us at Orange booth, be it the digital or the physical one. You will discover more startups committed to accessibility. We look forward to meeting you at Vivatech. Goodbye.